Good morning, you guys. I promised you guys a tutorial a long time ago, and I did not do it. So I'm doing it right now. We're talking about offering some services or some things that may help you out as a CHH artist or just artists in general. Here's a service I use for my podcasting and also to get some tracks out, also garner some new traffic. It's called Spreaker. It is Spreaker, Spreaker.com. So you can see here on the front page that as you load Spreaker, Spreaker does have, and let me log out so you can kind of see how it goes. Right here, when you log into Spreaker or when you visit Spreaker, let me go to the front page of the website. You see up the top, there's a lot of radio shows here, and you also see that they are broken into different sections. Down here, of course, you got your hot topics and stuff like that. The way the Spreaker helps me out, and it may help you out, is if you have content like songs, if you have if you guys do radio interviews and stuff like that, you need to have a place where people can go to listen to them as well. Usually get a copy of your your show or whatever. You want to keep it on your own platform as well as a platform that you have. So I have an account for my church and I have an account for Judah Nation. So when you sign into Spreaker, there are a few initial benefits right here. And I'll go to my profile. They have a free account that you can sign up for. But as you can see right here, it tells you how many plays you have right here, as well as your followers. And you can get followers just by telling people about it and other people that are on Spreakers. You'll see right here that it has our latest podcast here. And we haven't shared this anywhere, so that's why you don't see any plays or anything like that. We just use it for storage right now. And then you have the capability of adding episodes. So as you can see here, we do all of our Bible studies on here that we have. And so that's why it's good for podcasting and like interviews. And we have our radio interviews here as well. And what we're doing is we're just kind of building up a catalog for our radio interviews. So once we get it full, we can share our information. Right here, you also see that it says you have a plan. So for $5 a month, you can get storage of up to 100 hours. And the way that's beneficial is you can create multiple shows. So see, I have a show here for the Bible study, which is our House of David ministries that we do community Bible studies with. And then we have a show here for our Judah Nation Radio podcast. How this would help you out is you can actually use this for your interviews. If you do interviews, you can use this for tutorials. You can even use this like if you want to demo some music and push it out to people, you can do that this way. You can see where your followers are usually going to be people who are in your industry. So you can have other artists. Right now we have, other radio stations that are following us that broadcast here as well, but they do have their own platforms. The one benefit that you have here is when I go into shows, and you can create as many shows as you want. So if you have different shows that you've done or different interactions that you've had, you can do as many as you need to do. And then within each show, you can do an episode. So as you can see, House of David has 11 episodes. Judah Nation Radio has 3 episodes, which are just a copy of our podcast. So it works as storage. The cool thing about this is when you go into your RMS feed, your RSS feed, your RSS feed allows you to push all of this content to a bunch of different places at once. So you can push all of this content to the iTunes Music Store. You can push the content to SoundCloud. You can push the content to YouTube. You can push this content anywhere. All at the click of a button. And so if you have multiple accounts and you need to find a way to manage them, I know there's some other services that you can use, but for $5 a month, I recommend this to anybody who's doing music. If you're a DJ and you're doing mixes, this is probably a great service to have because it stores the audio for you. So you don't have to worry about, somebody needs a link. You don't necessarily have to send them a SoundCloud link, or you can send them this link, or you can just, send them your SoundCloud page, but you can do all your uploading here. So when I go into my, I go into my profile and I go into, settings. I think this is where it's going. This is where you can change all of your content as far as your username and all of this different stuff right here. And you can say what you are, musician, band, radio host, all that kind of stuff, your website. And you can also go into your connections. And this is, I think, the benefit of the $5. You can do your Facebook, your SoundCloud, your Twitter. So when you go live or when you upload an episode, it goes out to your network, your SoundCloud, your Tumblr, your YouTube. So every time you broadcast a new episode, you can essentially push this all to the same place, the same descriptions and everything. It's really useful for us for iTunes. It basically works as our iTunes aggregator. And so you can also use what's called the Studio Desktop. So you can actually run a show or do and put together a whole show from their studio desktop, which is a really really like radio broadcast type thing, where you could probably do like a live listening party if you wanted to online and invite people to come to this. Not necessarily need a radio station. If you have enough of a network, you can build up your own build up your own network and say, hey, I'm going to do a live listening party and put all your tracks in here and actually comment. So if you have a microphone, you guys can comment on your own. And Artificial Christian had a listening party at their house, so they could have done something like this even in their when their mixtape comes out. Davis Absolute, other artists like that, and they also have a studio for your mobile device. You can get an Android or an iOS lapel mic from Alibaba for like $2, and it works really good. And you plug it into your phone, and you can use that, or you can use the standard headphone jack that you plug in that has the microphone on it, and put your headphones in and actually run a full like just podcast where you guys are debuting music and push it out there and record it. It has sound effects on it that you can add and all that kind of good stuff. So if you're looking for another way to get some content out and actually put everything together, I have a $5 plan. You can do an unlimited 45-minute session, so you can do 45 minutes at a time, but you can stop the broadcast and then do another 45-minute session right away. You have 100 hours of storage. You have analytics, which you can use, and you can distribute to iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, Sonos. You can even, if you get approved, you can even push this to iHeartRadio. So you have an embedded player. You have multiple shows. You can chat while you're live streaming. You can do all of that. Also, I can take you to what the player looks like. I moved my website last night to another host. So let me see how I can do this. Let me go into my profile and let's go into show episodes or shows. Okay, so we'll go into House of David and we'll go into embed. Yeah, there we go. So I can show you what the player looks like. It almost looks like a SoundCloud player. So you can send this player out. You can paste it in there, or if you have WordPress, you can use a WordPress plugin to embed this entire playlist into just wherever you're at. So as you can see here, it's you can change it to you're doing just a simple logo on the right hand side. You can do a dark theme. You can do it to where it plays automatically. I don't think it's going to play because I have my audio blocked for this video thing. You can change the height. So I think for the investment, they do have a free one you can try out. It's like 30 minutes. You can do 30 minutes, 15 minutes at a time or something, and it holds like 10 hours of audio. You can try that one. But this is a really useful tool if you have a lot of content and you want to get some new connects. I mean, $5 a month, I don't think you can beat this for what you do. I don't know how much other services are, but I think this would be really cool for what you're doing. So I would recommend that you guys try it out.